as a result of conducting a substantial amount of research on the previous 3 cycles, I am able to say with the fullest certainty that it is highly probable for each and every one of you that we are going to witness a significant shakeout. Due to the fact that it will begin with Bitcoin, this is going to be applicable to each and every cryptocurrency holder. The cryptocurrency Bitcoin is going to experience the formation of a major bear trap, which will most likely cause us to retest the $40,000 mark. There are a lot of indicators on the week-by-week and month-by-month Fibonacci levels that are based off of the last 3 cycles that show that we are once again repeating history almost exactly as we have done 3 times before. If you look at the prices that are currently in place, it may appear to be completely insane because we have just broken above $60,000 per coin. However, there are a lot of indicators that show that we are doing this. And despite the fact that Bitcoin will continue to fall and retest these levels, it is quite probable that XRP, Ethereum BNB, and Cardano will all follow suit based on the previous cycle that we've seen in 2021. Therefore, you should make sure that you are well prepared for this, as I believe that the majority of individuals are approaching this in an entirely incorrect manner. You are going to miss out on an incredibly wonderful chance that has the potential to actually revolutionize your financial destiny for the rest of your life if you do not handle this in the appropriate manner. Therefore, you shouldn't be that guy. Make sure that everyone sees this video by clicking the like button, and then let's get started. First things first, I need to discuss the fact that the daily charts of Bitcoin are currently displaying lower highs and lower lows. This is the very first item that I need to focus on. You can see a pretty distinct trajectory if you look at when this bull cycle officially began, which was when we were touching our new all-time highs, and then you go all the way up to the present day. This is something that we can see if we just zoom out a little bit. The point at which we reach a high after having experienced a low is always lower than the one at which we reach the prior high. At this point, this is a very pessimistic indicator in every single investment market, including stocks, cryptocurrency, and everything else you can think of. As for Bitcoin, we did observe this phenomenon in the year 2021 as well. When we reached our first all-time high in 2021, when we had that absolutely stratospheric bull run, we did indeed reach it very early on after an absolutely incredible bull run that lasted for a very short period of time. In a general sense, it is comparable to a period of 20 to 30 days during which you experience a low point and then totally rockets up to an all-time high point. That is precisely what we accomplished during this cycle in 2024 as well, of course, when the Bitcoin exchange traded funds were given the green light. However, what is of greater significance is the fact that it is highly probable that it will arrive in this location very soon. It goes without saying that this is a fairly significant adjustment, and the reason why this is becoming more and more likely is because of what we've seen more recently with some significant negative price action. This is the reason why our expectations are growing. It goes without saying that we have made some progress in our recovery since then. Once again, we have reached a level of around $60,000, which is a pleasant development. However, it is essential to take into consideration that this level is once again lower than the previous high. And the really amazing part is that XRP is following a very clear trajectory that is virtually exactly the same as Bitcoin's trajectory. When we look at Bitcoin's history, we see that whenever it has been doing this in the past cycles, it has been followed by a correction of close to 50% each and every time. With that being said, do I believe that it is going to be quite as extreme this time around? On the other hand, despite the fact that I do not believe Bitcoin will ever fall below 40,000, that is a really serious matter. When compared to the rates that we were experiencing just a few months ago, we are set to experience a correction of almost 40%. That being said, I am well aware that a good number of you are going to be wondering when this major shakeout correction trap is going to be implemented. What time will it take place? Put your faith in me, I need to get ready for this. If only I knew exactly when it will occur, because it occurs at a somewhat different time during each and every bull cycle, I would greatly appreciate it. I am able to tell you guys that once the shakeout takes place and once we reach that level, which I believe is going to be somewhere around $40,000, it is going to be a show of fireworks. Alright, in addition, take note that it is possible that it will take place in the very following month. Something like that might take place in 3 to 4 months from now. In the very early days of January 2025, it is possible. That being said, there is one thing that I am absolutely convinced of, and that is the fact that we are going to experience this before the middle of the next year. This is because the Federal Reserve is going to get interest rates back down to 0 by the middle of the following year. And it is highly possible that they will also begin quantitative easing once more, which indicates that the money printer is back online. In light of this, it is without a doubt going to be a bullish time when it does occur. Furthermore, it is conceivable that the monetary cycle does, in fact, coincide perfectly with the time when the bottom would actually occur. Well, it's true that we do have a runway that's very good. To tell you the truth, I will tell you the current pricing, which are as follows: a Bitcoin worth $60,000, a Bitcoin worth $50,000, and a Bitcoin worth $40,000 are all astounding percentages of the total financial cost. And when you guys look at XRP, you see that 64 cents worth of XRP, 55 cents worth of XRP, or even 48 cents worth of XRP are all incredible levels to dollar cost average into. On the other hand, when it comes to futures trading and trading with leverage, which I am aware that a lot of you guys do, there are a few things that we absolutely need to be aware of in order to avoid falling into this trap and maybe being liquidated. The shakeout is going to be aggressive, and if you are trading with leverage that is greater than 10x at the moment, there is a very high likelihood that you will be caught off guard. In the following few moments, I will demonstrate to you several warning signs that you should begin to keep an eye out for in this particular location. In light of this, the first instrument that I require all of you to make use of is the EMA. At this very moment, you are looking at the EMA 100 clothing that is displayed on the screen. Because each and every time Bitcoin begins trading at a level that is significantly higher than the exponential moving average EMA, it is immediately followed by a very severe correction that is about to take place. Additionally, when you are trading below the exponential moving average EMA, there is a probability that we may retest this at some point. And this is the reason why I am presenting you with a screenshot of a chart that I took just a few days ago, when Bitcoin was trading at approximately $54,000 before it experienced a significant surge to $60,000 because, at this very moment, the exponential moving average line that you are currently observing for Bitcoin is at 60,000, right? And following that, we went and we performed a correction right down here over to approximately $54,000 after we hit the peak, and then we hit a lower low once more. And then, of course, what the most recent event was, which was that we once again returned to the level of this exponential moving average, which is 60,000. In light of this, I believe that it is highly probable that there will be yet another adjustment introduced within the following week. It is quite probable that Bitcoin will experience a decline, because we are once again challenging the exponential moving average EMA, and we are trading above it very significantly. And if you also want to look at the Stochastic Relative Strength Index RSI on a daily basis, it is a very clear indication that Bitcoin is currently overbought, which is once again a bearish sign when it comes to futures trading. Consequently, if you are going to do anything right now, it is not a bad moment to really build up a short position on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and perhaps even XRP depending on the circumstances. The XRP market is still in its infancy. You can count on me to tell you the truth. Nevertheless, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum, are all fantastic investments to make at the moment. And if you guys are going to do it, make sure that you use my Margex link and that you join up for Margex using the link that is provided in the description down below. If you guys do that, you guys are going to be eligible for some enormous prizes, and you will also have access to their fantastic exchange. As of right now, we are holding a trading competition with a prize pool of over $10,000, and you guys will receive XRP as a reward for trading successfully, utilizing my link, achieving the highest possible trade volume and climbing to the top of those charts respectively. If you want to take advantage of this incredibly ridiculous marketing campaign that they are running with me here, you should make sure that you trade as much as you possibly can and that you use my link for all of those deals. In order to make the most of it, we need to. Another small indicator that I would want to show you guys is Bitcoin's historical performance throughout the month of September and how it performed. You know, don't get me wrong, we've been off to a good start for Bitcoin so far this month, but I believe that it's very probable that we're going to be experiencing what we've seen. You know, take a look at all of these historical September months for Bitcoin. This is something that happens rather frequently with Bitcoin. Some months we had a decrease of up to 16%, particularly the most recent one that we had, which of course was not very good, and up to this point, of course, we are also seeing a decent adjustment being made. An important item to keep an eye out for, and something to be aware about from a general standpoint, September's performances are not very pleasing. At the moment, we are trading at a level that is higher than the moving average. The Stochastic Relative Strength Index RSI is indicating that the market is overbought, and the moving averages are of course displaying some signs of concern as well. Now, what I will say is that if we do a large zoom out and we look at the monthly charts, it is often right now during this moment in the cycle, which is normally a period of time that is characterized by consolidation.